Hi guys, my name is Stephanie and you're highly welcome to my YouTube channel. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for coming back to the channel, and if you're new here, you're most welcome. Please consider subscribing to this channel to join this great family. So in this video, I'll be sharing with you guys how I made this very beautiful circle top. So please keep watching the video until the end. So guys, this is the African print fabric I'll be making use of in this project. This really beautiful Ankara fabric, and I also have other materials here that I'll be making use of. My tape is there and this other material, so let's get right into it. So guys, the first thing I'm actually going to do is I'll go ahead and unfold my fabric, and then I'll fold it into 2 by 90 degree. As you can see in this video, I actually stop at the edge of this wrapper because it's too wide. That white part is too wide, and then I'll still fold again by 2. I'm actually cutting both the back and the front piece together. I'll fold the both pieces together, and then it's actually making it to be 180 degree. So the next thing I'm actually going to do is I'll be locating my shoulder point, and then where I'll be able to get my shoulder divided by 2, that's actually where I'm going to mark, and my shoulder is 15 divided by 2 is 7.5. So I'll just go ahead and draw a straight line from there to know where my shoulder point is. So after doing that, I'll actually be minusing 2 inches from my original shoulder measurement. My shoulder divided by 2 is 7.5 inches. I'll be deducting 2 inches from it because the top is actually a sleeveless top, and I actually don't need the sleeve to be that wide, so I'll go ahead and deduct the 2 inches from it, as you can see in the video. And there's actually a strap that is actually connecting from that point. So the next thing I'm actually going to do is that I'm going to be marking my neckline, and the neck depth I'm making use of is 1.5 inch. We'll just go ahead and mark it there and then connect it to where my new shoulder line is. From that point where there's going to be a strap connecting the both pieces together. So I'll just go ahead and connect all the points together, and this top does not actually require any zip allowance. That's why I didn't add it before inserting the neckline. So the next thing I'm actually going to do is to be inserting my armhole measurement, and I'll be taking 5 inches from there, from that shoulder line, to get my armhole. It's actually depending on your own preference if you want it to be at 6 or 7. So I'm taking it at 5, and then I'll be going down by 8 inches to get my armhole measurement. My armhole is normally 7.5, but in this case I'm actually using 8 inches instead. So I'll just go ahead and make a curve with my free hand from there. I'll make a curve from the new shoulder line to where my armhole line is. I'll just make a curve from there. So I'll actually be taking the full measurements now from the shoulder line. I'll actually minus the 5 inches again, and then I will take down to the length that I actually desire. So I actually want 20 inches. You can make it to be 18, 17 depending on your own preference, but because of folding allowance for the downside, I will still be adding 1 inch, which is going to be 21 inches, and then I'll go ahead and mark the 21 inches around, minusing 5 inches from the upper side because it's actually going to be completed with a strap at the upper side. So I don't need the measurement to extend to this other side because I'll be cutting that out. So the measurements are my shoulder line, my armhole, and then the full length of the top. So I'll just go ahead and cut out everything now following the marked lines. So I'll also cut out this excess edge and also divide the side as well. So guys, this is actually what I have after cutting out everything. I'll actually be piping this neckline. So I'll just go ahead and mark the round neckline. I'll just mark it with my tape to know the measurement that I need for the strap that I'll be cutting. And then I have about 13 inches here and 1.5 inches wide. That's actually the measurement that I have for the piping. And then the next thing I'm actually going to do is that I'm going to be placing this on the wrong side. So the next thing I'll actually be doing is to be placing the right side of this strap on the wrong side of the top. I'll actually place it like that and then take it to my sewing machine to sew it around and turn it to the right side. And then I'll actually be repeating the same thing to the other side as well. And I'll actually bring it and show you guys. So guys, I'm actually done doing that. I'm done placing the right side on the wrong side of the top, and then I went ahead to sew it on my sewing machine. I actually have excess, so I'll be cutting that out. And I'm actually going to be turning this over to the right side. I'll be folding this small piece I'm using for the piping. I'll fold it by 1 and then still fold it again by 2 to be able to cover the stitch that I made earlier. So I'll actually fold it in, push that excess fabric up, fold it in by 1 and then still fold it by 2 again to cover that stitch, and then I will fold it from this side and then sew it around. So guys, I'm actually done doing that. I'm done piping both the front and the back piece, and then I'm just cutting off this excess that I have for the sides. As you can see, I actually stitch at the edge so that it will not be rough since it's sewing from outside. So guys, I'm actually deducting 5 inches that I took earlier to be able to get a piece of fabric that I'll be using for the spaghetti sleeve, and then the measurement I have here is about 11 inches. And 11 inches times 2 is about 22 inches. I have 22 inches there. So I actually need 22 inches because the strap is actually connecting both the front and the back piece together, okay? So I'll be cutting 22 inches by 2, both from the left hand side and from the right hand side. So guys, I actually cut the strap and it's 1.5 inches wide and 22 inches long. So the next thing I'm going to do is that I'm going to be placing both the back piece and the front piece of the top together with the right sides facing each other, and then I will neatly arrange everything, and then I'll be placing this strap, the right side of the strap facing the wrong side of the fabric. Then I'll place it like that and then pin everything down. So guys, to be able to connect this strap to the other piece, I'll actually be marking the 10 inches that I took, 5 inches from the front side and 5 inches from the back side. I will deduct the 10 inches. As you can see in the video, I'll actually deduct it and then carefully take it down without twisting it. I'll carefully take it down, still with the right side of the strap facing the wrong side of the top. So I'll just neatly place it like that and then pin everything down. So guys, you see how everything is now. The right side is actually facing the wrong side from both the back and the front, and they are connected to each other. So I'll just go ahead and repeat the same process at this other side as well, placing the right side of this strap with the wrong side of the top, and then I'll still pin it down as well. And I'll still mark the 10 inches, 5 inches for the front, 5 inches for the back, and then still take it like that without twisting it to the back with the right side facing the wrong side, and then still pin it down. So guys, I'm actually done pinning everything down now. So the next thing I'm actually going to do is that I'm going to take this to my sewing machine to stitch it down from both the back and the front, back and the front from both sides. So guys, I'm actually done doing that. As you can see, I went there to stitch all the sides down. So I'll just go ahead and open up everything now, and then to sew this, I'll be flipping this to the right side. I'll be flipping this strap to the right side, and then I'll push the excess fabric inside up, fold it at once, and then still fold it again by 2, and then I'll cover the thread so that it will not be able to show from outside, and then I'll go ahead and pin down everything now. I'll just carefully pin down everything, covering the thread so that it will not be able to show when I sew it on my sewing machine. So this particular place where the strap is actually not covering the top, I'll be folding it the downside as well. I'll fold the downside once and then fold the upper side once again. Fold the both of them once and then still cover it again, and then pin everything down. And I'll continue pinning it till I reach the other side of the piece. And from this side, I'll still fold it to cover the top, just the same way I did to this other side. So guys, I'm actually done pinning down everything now. Everything is just coming together. I connected both the back and the front together, so I'll be repeating the same process with the other side as well. So guys, I'm actually done pinning down this side and also this other side as well. So what I'll be doing next is that I'll take it to my sewing machine and carefully sew it at the edge. I will just be careful with the stitches so that it won't look rough, and then I'll still be repeating the same process with this other side as well. So guys, I'm actually done doing that. I'm done sewing both the sides. See how everything is actually coming together. And I did the same thing to this side as well. So I'll just flip it with the right sides facing each other so that I'll be able to join the sides. I will neatly arrange everything, and then I will actually take it to my sewing machine to be able to sew from the sides about 1/2 inch. So guys, I'm actually done sewing about 1/2 inch from the side. So the next thing I'm actually going to do is I'll be flipping this over to be able to fold the downside. I'll flip it over like this, and then I'll be folding about 1/2 inch, and then still fold again by 1/2 inch to be able to complete the 1 inch that I left for folding allowance, and then I'll take it to my sewing machine to sew round. So guys, I'm actually done sewing it round, as you can see. So the top is actually complete and ready. Thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more amazing content, and also like this video if you find it helpful. Hope to see you in my next video. Bye.